Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending
Stop!
the interview
Stop!
with Marietta Grundley,
Stop that!
the owner and proprietor of the Butterfly Boutique.
Oh my goodness. Hey guys! If you're catching this message right now, it's the hashtag replay. Oh wait, this isn't a live sale, is it?
No, it's not.
Oops. Yeah, I was gonna say check for the little red light bubble. It's not there. Okay, cut. Forget it.
I like my intro.
I like mine better. We're going with mine.
No, we're going with...
It's my boutique, my name, my business. Hey guys, I'm Marietta. Hey guys, I'm Marietta. And even though I had trouble discerning that I was clearly doing a pre-recorded video as opposed to a live sale, I know what I'm doing. I really do. I promise you I do. Anyways, so yes, I'm Marietta of the Butterfly Boutique here in Northern Virginia. And if you couldn't tell already, my favorite color is purple. Got a lot of purple on, got purple in my nails. This used to be like all kinds of color purple. Now it just looks funny. So anyways, I'm Marietta. I've been doing LuLaRoe for 2 years now. 2 whole years, holy cow. It seems like longer, but that's because, well, in order to understand how I got to 2 years, you need to... So, in order to understand how I got here to my 2-year journey with LuLaRoe, we need to go back a little bit. So we need to go back to 4 years ago, right after I'd had my son. For those of you who don't know, I am a single stay-at-home mom to an amazing little boy who is 4 years old. And thank goodness he's in preschool because I think I would die if he wasn't. Anyways, so dial it back 4 years ago. I was teaching because I'm a former music teacher turned stay-at-home mom. And I was invited to a LuLaRoe pop-up held by one of my teaching friends. And I say teaching friends because she was more than a colleague, but wasn't like a best friend. You know what I mean? Anyways, I was invited to a LuLaRoe pop-up by one of my teaching friends. And it was being held, funnily enough, on my birthday. And I was like, you know, that was actually when LuLaRoe was pretty brand new because LuLaRoe was only 5 years old. And I said, thank you so much. Like, that's so kind of you. And she said, you know, wouldn't you just love to, you know, to get away from Joseph for a little bit? That's my son, by the way, Joseph. Wouldn't you like to get away from Joseph for a little bit and spoil yourself for your birthday? She had a point, but I had a budget. Teachers, if you don't know, seriously underpaid. Like, seriously underpaid. Anyways, that's another soapbox for another day. This isn't even a soapbox. This is just, anyways, tangent. I digress. So she invited me to this party, and I just couldn't. I just didn't have the budget. Plus, I was like, it's clothing. I hadn't heard anything of LuLaRoe at this point. I didn't bother to even look at the Facebook invite. I was just like, it's really kind of you. I just can't. And then a couple weeks later, her LuLaRoe girl messaged me saying, we know you couldn't make it, but I'm having an open house. And I said, I'm not sure I feel like I can do this. So I didn't go. But she kept on, you know, every now and then thinking of me and saying, why don't you come try on some things? So finally I caught one of her album sales and I bought myself a maxi skirt. I'm like, okay, it says 2X maxi skirt. I guess I can try to squeeze into that. By the way, if you haven't noticed already, I'm a plus size retailer. Ladies and gentlemen, the average lady today is 14 or bigger. So educate yourselves. Anyways, if you haven't noticed already, I am a plus size retailer. But she sent me the maxi skirt and it was great. I was really surprised. I was like, holy cow, for lack of a stronger word right now. I looked actually thinner in it. And I had coworkers telling me how cute it looked on me. and how I looked well. And I appreciated the compliments, and it made me feel better. So I bought another maxi skirt, and then I bought a Nicole dress. A Nicole is our fitted top with a circle skirt bottom to the dress, and now they have pockets. Everything is better with a snack pocket in your dress, let me just tell you. Anyways, I bought a Nicole. And this Nicole, I was worried because, again, it said 2X. This was before LuLaRoe carried 3XL anything. And I tried on the Nicole dress, and I was really worried because I was afraid it was leaving my knees really bare. But I had my best friend there, and I said, tell me, what do you think how this looks? And he was like, you look amazing in this. So I wore it out to the movies. We went out to the movies one night, and I wore that out to the movies. I remember that because it was also a night that we got really, really sick. So I loved how feminine it made me feel and pretty, and the fact that I could fit in a 2XL anything, because normally I'm more of a 3X, even 4X kind of girl. I was like, holy cow, this can't be for real. I hadn't even tried the leggings yet, ladies. I had only tried the skirt, the dress, and then a perfect tee came next. I hadn't even tried the leggings until Christmas. I didn't try them until Christmas. And at that point, you know, I think I was probably hooked at that point, because then I was buying left and right a whole bunch of things. Because where else could I go shopping with my friends? I was taking new friends. So I was all excited to bring friends, and I got more friends hooked on it. And then one of the friends that I brought with me, she actually ended up becoming a retailer. Now, I continued teaching after I found LuLaRoe for another whole year after that. So 2 years while teaching, and then 2 more years. Yeah, that was 4. So I kept on thinking, you know, this lady was approaching me and saying, well, don't you want to try being a retailer? You look so good in your photos, and I love your enthusiasm. It's just contagious, and you look so excited. And I'm thinking, this lady's like totally messed up. There's no way she's for real about this. She just wants more people to join her team, yada yada. Well, the thing is that I actually had been thinking about it. I was like, this seems like I could do this. Take photos at night when I get home from my job, teaching, and then, you know, go to work the next day, teach, come back, do some more photos, mail things out. How hard can it be? It's actually a lot harder than you think, but when you get into a system, it's actually pretty easy. So anyways, I just continued to be a proud consumer. I constantly got told how cute I looked, that I should be a retailer, I should join your team, and I was cool. I was cool just doing me, right? Well, then I got told that I was not going to be asked back to the current school I was teaching at for the following school year. So I was like, okay, it's do or die. I did my research, and at this point I had found a different LuLaRoe person who I'm more aligned with when it comes to personalities, and I found my sponsors, and they're also my trainers. Just decided, why not? Let's take the leap. Let's do this. And that was 2 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. Now, I'm sure that you're noticing a lot of, I don't know what the right word is, but there's more emotion behind this than just the, oh my goodness, I can go shopping with my size 0 coworker, because literally she was a 000 kind of shopper. I grew up bullied my entire life, emotionally abused, physically abused, and that took a toll on me. I turned all my emotions into self-harm, either physically or through eating too much, right? And while I am a proud Latina and okay with being curvy, and definitely a plus size fairness advocate, I'm definitely not somebody who wants to advocate an unhealthy lifestyle, of course. I feel that I'm okay being me, and I want to help others understand it's okay to be them. And that was my goal when I was a teacher, is that I had this infectious love, I still do, infectious love for music and what it does and how it transforms you. And I have the same thing for not necessarily the clothing itself, but for what it does to you. The clothing is an equalizer for me. The clothing helps me bring out another side that I didn't even know I had. I have changed so much in the past 2 years that I have been a retailer emotionally, than I have changed in my entire journey through self-discovery. And the power of a pair of leggings or the power of a compliment is unbelievable. And I have created this online community of butterflies. I call them my butterflies. We are about being real in my community. We are about lifting each other up. I have quite a few plus size ladies, and a lot of us are trying to better our physical selves. So we encourage each other when we're trying to do diets or weight loss or exercise. We are there for one another when we experience loss, when we are going through a hard time. We are there for one another, and I am there to help foster all of that. It's not just leggings, ladies. It's not just a pretty dress. It's not just a cute, kitschy top with shopping carts on them. It's the power of the inner emotion of loving yourself is what it's created for me. And what I try to help my butterflies understand. It's also why I chose butterflies. Butterflies are so strong. Butterflies, you know, they start out as a caterpillar, they make this hard chrysalis that can't be broken, and then they emerge out. So wherever you are on your journey, I definitely welcome you to my community. But so that's a little bit about my background and like how I, you know, became who I am, right? My honest opinion of the clothes. I love them! Come on, you guys. You think I was really gonna be like, ew, no. I love the clothes. I really, really do. I can put on a Carly and go around the house in no bra all day and be totally comfortable. I definitely couldn't have said that 2 years ago. The clothes are transforming. They are. They truly are. I don't think I have worried about what I'm going to wear. No, back that up. That's a lie. I worry about what I'm going to wear every day. Why? Because I have so many options. As a plus size woman, I never would have said that before. I have never had so many options. Like I said, these clothes are just, I don't want to say magical, but they're definitely special. And I'm definitely all about special. What I see is what people don't see behind the camera, which is me waking up in the morning with my son, instead of me getting myself ready in an awful dread to go to work, putting my son in the car, sending him off to somebody else, and me going off to teach other people's children. What the people don't see is me waking up in the morning with my son, or him waking me up actually, and getting to just snuggle in bed for as long as we want to. I also happen to have a little bit of a problem with authority. So for me to be in charge of my own business is amazing, because if I don't have a good month, or at least, you know, do as well as the month previous, there's only one person responsible for that failure. That's me. That falls on my shoulders. I can't, you know, say, well, but you know, this person was part of the team and the team just couldn't come together and make a decision. None of that. None of that. I get to be like, Marietta, this was your goal. You did skip out on doing something on this day and this day, so kind of want to try hard, you know, make sure that you don't skip out next time in the next coming month. I don't have to kick my own behind. but I do definitely have to keep myself accountable. And that's definitely really hard when you're an artist. When you're an artist, your mind is like going everywhere. Even like right now, my brain is squirreling so hard. I want to just like have fun and go off on a million different tangents. But I've got a program to keep here, ladies. And gents, actually. I shouldn't exclude the gents. So, why I like being my own boss, I don't know how else to describe it except for the fact that having the responsibility of your success be on yourself and knowing that somebody else isn't going to be disappointed in you, that's probably what it is for me. And I'm definitely super emotional, and that's why I said it that way. I mean, you can tell. It's like really hard not to get choked up. But some of the other included bonuses of being my own boss. The other day was a federal holiday. I got to take my son out to the movie theater. Some people were trying to telework from home. Some people were trying to catch up on things since it was a day where there was no work and everything was, you know, all the, you know, offices are closed and whatnot. I didn't have to worry about any of that. I get stuff done when I need to get it done now. My life isn't this constant go, 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 push, push, push. And trust me, living here in the DC area, it's definitely that kind of a mindset. It's very easy to get swept up in all of that fury. So that's the long and short of it. But this 2-year journey, for as long as I've been selling LuLaRoe, I started out, I mean, right now I've got this gorgeous 10 by 10 room with racks on the wall and racks and racks. I'm surrounded by racks. I started out with a small 500 piece, not even, maybe 300 piece inventory. And the day my boxes arrived, I remember the day my boxes arrived. Actually, I was wearing this exact Carly the day my boxes arrived. That's pretty cool. Full circle. I'm all about symbolism. So the day my boxes arrived, it was like Christmas times a million. It was gorgeous because I didn't know what prints I was going to get, right? And I even went back and looked at it and to see how I've changed over the 2 years as I've been a retailer. I mean, I used to have these rickety old racks in this 1,200 square foot apartment where, you know, I had me, my son, 2 cats, and life needing to be lived, right? It was chaotic. It was cramped. It was crazy. But I made it work. And I did what was reasonable for me, what I could handle. And then I went to my first convention. And I remember I had to do this huge push. I mean, we offered to pie each other in the face. That's that being my best friend, who is also my son's father, and he helps out in so many ways that I don't know if I would get half of the stuff done if it weren't for him. But pieing each other in the face, we offered all kinds of like weird wound inflicting type rewards for my viewers so that we could raise enough money for me to afford to go to convention over in California. East Coast to West Coast travel is expensive, ladies and gentlemen. And I went to my first convention, and boy, was I overwhelmed. There were so many retailers, just people of all walks of it. There were men, there were solo men who did this business by themselves. And the motivational speakers that we got to hear, we had 2 keynote speakers, and meeting all of the LuLaRoe royalty that I got to meet. It was amazing. And I went from small sales, because I definitely started out very small with my sales. My sales did a big increase after that first convention. And then, I started to slowly do better and increase my sales over time. It came time for the next convention, right? Well, yes, we had to push really hard, but you know why I pushed hard? Because I was flying first class this time, ladies and gentlemen. Flying first class from East to West Coast is double what it would cost to fly coach. And I flew first class. That tells you how my sales definitely changed, right? And now here we are about 6 months or so after the most recent convention, the last one I went to, and I am in a new sales bracket. You know, there are plenty of times where for me, gradual success feels, I feel like there is a steady ground underneath me. And if I fall down, that groundwork I've laid is going to be there to pick me back up. That and, the help of friends and late night crying sessions and all that fun stuff too. Maybe a glass of wine. Anyways, so, it's, I guess overall for me, LuLaRoe is about the journey, not about the marathon. It's a journey. It's not a it's not a sprint, not a marathon. It's definitely a marathon, and it is about what you create underneath you. And for me, what I've created, well, chaos if you looked at the current state of my boutique, but but it's organized chaos, and I know where everything is. But that being said, I mean, I never imagined that all of this would be here. But I'll tell you this, I'm in it with LuLaRoe for the long haul. Like, this isn't going anywhere anytime soon for me. I am in it. And there may be days when I say I just can't, like I get really upset with myself or really really down. But with the help of friends and a good team, I'm not going anywhere. LuLaRoe has literally been life-changing for me. And I am very blessed and very grateful to be able to say that. And shameless plug, if you'd like me to help you change your life, contact me, because the hashtag Butterfly Squad is growing and I'm looking for new team members. No, okay. I couldn't help it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I had to. But for real, that's me. Anyways, if you ever have opinions or want to talk more or ask me questions about my journey or ask me questions about styling tips or anything, leave me comments below. Follow me if you would like. Come join my online community. You can shop with me online at shopwithmk.com. So I look forward to meeting some new faces. And I hope all of you have a very, very blessed day. Bye.